Kevin, it is your turn. You get 2 attacks in this phase. Your one's already in pretty bad shape.
Okay, I shall attempt to cut it again.
Alright, make 2 attacks. That probably misses, actually. That probably also misses. What's your 2-hit number?
My 2-hit number is 74.
Yes. You go to attack the knives, and it grabs over your chest and thrusts you away. You weren't expecting it. It's a lot stronger than you thought it was going to be. Andrew, you get 1. Sir, I don't know how many attacks you get. How many hand-to-hand attack phases do you get? Just 2? 2. Then you get 1 attack this phase.
Okay. I'm assuming my base is 50 for talents.
The talents, yeah. I thought was, is it 50? I thought it was 65. If it's 50, it's 50. Okay, so yes, 50.
Okay, so I rolled 44. I think I made it, unless there's a negative to it.
You have a negative 25 because he's trying to defend. You basically swing at him and he blocks with his arm. He does take minimum damage, though. Actually, Kevin, one of the shots you did caused minimum damage, but that's not enough to cause a critical.
Okay.
Andrew, what is your minimum damage?
5.
5. That is not enough to cause a critical, so he has a big cut in his arm, but it doesn't. You also notice that you thought humans bled. He is not bleeding. All right, on the zombie's turn. This is for me. On the zombie's turn. They have got a 65% chance to hit. This is the one on Moze. Moze is probably parrying, so we'll drop that down to he's got to roll about a 40 to hit. So if he rolls under a 40, it's Moze. Moze is hit.
I thought you said he couldn't attack me because
Oh, excuse me. Moses can't attack because Moze severed his arm. So yes, if he had attacked, it would have sucked for you. But he couldn't, so you're fine. The one on Kevin swings, and also, because of you being thrust backward, he is unable to close enough to do any damage. Third one attacks Andrew and manages to get through your guard and lands a powerful blow against your chest. The stats of this thing here, it's... Wow.
Go on. Go to bed.
Plus 10. Oh. Give me a sec here.
Wait, go to bed. No.
He swings his fist with the force of a unfathomable strike. You can actually feel metal bend in your chest as he slams his fist into you. You hear bones crack, and since you don't have any, you presume that means his hand. Oh, it's here. He punched you in the face, Andrew, for 13 points of damage. Andrew's talking to somebody. Okay. Moving on.
Right. Sorry.
You got punched in the head for 13 points of damage.
Andrew, go through what you're doing right now for the people who haven't played.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got punched in the head.
Yes.
So the threshold of my armor is actually 12, so I take 1 point to my head.
Yep. That goes to the absorption polymer on his head. Fists do not cause any integrity damage, so there's no integrity damage to worry about. So
Okay.
0 integrity damage, which is how much metal is knocked out of the armor, and 1 point of absorption. If he wasn't wearing his helmet, it would have knocked his head clean off. Or he's a robot, it might not have, I don't know. But yes. Boom. Next is James. You have got your roadblocker shotgun level on the one that just punched the hell out of Andrew. You heard that. That
Right.
was loud.
Alright, so I'm within 5 meters of him.
Yes.
I call shot head.
Alright. That is a minus...
Yeah, that hits him.
Okay, yeah, that...
So 8 damage, and I guess it's the first location on the head, I guess. If that's a crit.
Okay, first location on the head. Let's see here. That is enough to cause a critical hit because of his previous wounds. And that is, you crush its throat, so it can no longer say brains.
Darn it.
Finally is Nick.
Yeah. Taking my shot.
Oh, Ryan, if there was any threshold involved, it would be 2 less.
Oh, give me a sec here. Do they have skin? Oh, they do have skin threshold. I was not paying attention to that. Okay, Nick missed anyway, so I'll just let that go for now. You still got a critical hit, but it doesn't have any impact on him because he's a zombie. Nick fires his laser. It misses. You hit one of the nearby Actually, let's see. You missed badly.
The number is 98 for the malfunction.
Yep.
He's just saying you aimed poorly.
You miss everything. You miss everything that matters.
You
I'm
miss
okay
it.
with that.
You miss it life.
You also miss Kevin, or Andrew, which is what Andrew is really looking for. All right. Now we're at phase 3. You don't know any declared actions in phase 3. You just finish out your action set. So, Moze, you get another attack with your sword.
Well, with renewed vigor, aim at the head.
All right, that'll be at minus 25 because he's parrying, and a headshot is
Minus 50.
So you're minus 75 to hit him in the head.
Probably is not going to work out. Oh well. I by 70.
75 was what you were looking for. To do the call Chadette. So you swing for its head, and it manages to get its head out of the way of your strike. It would have been a game ender if you'd managed to impact.
It doesn't matter that it's missing an arm. It's actually bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, it's doing it. It's trying to get in close. Mechanically, he's got a 25%. If he's trying to do it, he's got a 25% reduction in your 2 hits. It's actually higher than that, but I'm just leaving it 25 to make my life easier.
All right.
Yeah. Also, he's also super durable, so you can think of it as you hit him in the head, it just doesn't do any real damage. You slang him, but you don't hit him hard enough to crush anything.
They are as leather.
Next, Kevin, you get 2 strikes here. That will hit.
One. Location 63.
You hit him in the chest.
Doing damage of 6.
Okay, not a critical. Which is good. Oh, that would have been the... Oh, no, that would have killed him. And the second one also hits. This one will be a critical as long as you roll minimum damage. Okay, you jam your dagger into his eye socket and just start twisting it around until the top of its head comes up like a can.
For 8 damage.
It is definitely dead. He's got the thing in the eye socket just sawed with it, basically. It makes several loud, frantic noises and starts snapping at your armor and then dies.
Remember, it's like a short lightsaber.
Yeah. You sawed through it. I don't know. I can't get any deader than it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Any zombie fiction that you have ever seen, the zombie is definitely dead. And finally, Andrew, you get your other attack right now.
All right. Roll 20.
20 hits.
And I do 15 points.
That'll cause a critical. Where do you do it at?
15?
15. Left thigh. You tear into its thigh and pull out a huge hunk of muscle. It staggers back slightly, but it's still alive. The zombies. The zombie on Moze attempts to attack Moze. It just tries to punch you. It needs a 40 to hit after your defenses and does hit you.
I barely miss, it barely hits. That fits.
I'm sorry.
Classic Moze.
Its fist strikes like thunder in your
Moze.
arm.
Moze.
Yeah.
Do you have a defensive modifier?
Oh!
Take that into account.
No, what is your defensive modifier? That is definitely
Oh,
something I
no.
should pay attention to.
14. Minus 14.
Plus 14 or minus 14?
It's a benefit.
Minus 14, so yes, it missed.
I thought you said that was taken into account before.
Oh, I counted the parry modifier, my bad. So you only have a 24% chance, or 26% chance to be hit by the creature. Nice.
I put it in the chat too.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of things I'm trying to pay attention to. The one on Andrew tries to punch Andrew, because the one on Kevin succeeds in dying. It misses Andrew, who knocks it...
Wait. So you know, I have a plus 40 on my defense modifier.
How do you get... Plus 40, is it easier to hit or is it harder to hit?
It's easier for you to hit me by 40.
Okay, I'm still looking for 80s then, so I still miss you even with the plus 40. It is a rather inept defense.
What's your agility score?
Like 38.
I am a big scary robot. You cannot hurt me with your weaponry. Yes, he really wants you dead. Actually, he's trying to eat your brain, such as it is. If they actually thought about it real hard, the other one attacking Andrew would not be attacking Andrew because of the absence of said brain, but such is life.
Moving food.
Next, we have James.
Yes, you.
Are we declaring?
No, you're still got this. Oh, you're out of actions. You're out of actions, and so is Nick. So okay, you're both done. If you declare a full round, wait, did you guys declare you were just shooting? Well, you had to move. Nick could actually shoot if he just declared he was shooting all 3 rounds, or just doing a full attack action.
I thought that was only auto fire.
No, if you have with any rate of fire at all, you can just say I'm shooting all 3 phases. You just get to use your rate of fire all 3 phases. But it's an all attack. Basically, it's I shoot at this guy, and that's what you're doing until the round is over. I shoot at that guy, and that's what he's been doing, so I can let that slide. So for future reference, what should happen in phase 1 is I declare a full round attack action. I'm shooting the guy in the face until he dies. All right, so you can make a 3rd attack, Nick. You hit.
Location.
I figured as much. Left arm. Damage.
There it is.
4. Not quite enough for a critical because he has a threshold of 2. Okay. Now we're in round 2 of combat. 3 seconds have elapsed. 20 minutes of combat for 3 seconds. Okay. We're going to go faster at this point. So I don't think we should have any more issues. Everyone's keeping the same initiative, so starting at Nick, do you want to declare full round attack action against that guy again?
Yes.
All right, the advantage of full round is you're going to make 3 separate attacks, 1 in each phase. The disadvantage of it is if in the opening round Andrew decapitates him or James blows his face off, you get to do nothing for the entire combat round. So that's the disadvantage of it. If you take the 2 half actions, you can make 2 separate attacks. But you're basically shooting this guy until the end of this round. Is that okay with you?
Change targets with a huge penalty.
That's like minus 70, or it's minus, what is it, secondary target. You can take a secondary target.
Well, we'll see if we get there. Is there more than 1 guy left in the room?
There's 2 guys left in the room.
They fire with a snapshot penalty.
Yeah, it's minus 40 with the snap.
I'll take the chance. I'll shoot. Full round.
Okay. James, what are you doing? Full round? You can shoot him 3 times?
There's still the one on Andrew, or did it die?
The one on Andrew's still alive. It's pretty messed up, but it's still around.
I am not doing a full round. I will use my first action to shoot that one again.
Okay. Next we have the 2 remaining zombies. They're both declaring full round actions. One's trying to beat Andrew's face in. One's trying to beat Moze's face in. The other one is still dead. Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Next is Andrew.
Repeat.
Okay, full attack action against the zombie. Next is Kevin. You can go to which zombie would you like to go against?
I'll go against the one attacking Moze.
Okay, you move over to the one attacking Moze. That'll take half your first half action. You will only get, you will only be able to make attacks in phase 2 and phase 3. Because you guys were far enough apart that wasn't a possibility. Moze, what are you doing?
Full round attack.
Full round attack. Awesome. Starting a thing. In phase 1, Moze doesn't get any attacks. Kevin is moving, so he doesn't get any attacks. Andrew doesn't get any attacks. The zombies don't get any attacks. James gets an attack.
Alright. I shoots that zombie in the stupid face.
Okay, James.
I fail.
Do you have a malfunction number?
I do. Let me see what it is. It is 99, but I have a system shock at 97, so let's probably just misfired.
Yep. Roll it.
Yeah, it's fine.
You have a bad shell. You go and fling it out. Nothing happens. Nick.
I have a movement of 9. Does that matter?
The fact that you have to move is what the more issue is.
Okay.
You're just getting into position.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, you're spending this isn't a Dungeons and Dragons 6-second round. You're spending 1 second of your 3 seconds getting into position to attack. Nick, shoot. What's your 2-hit at this range?
It's still the point blank, so range 1, 78.
78, you hit. You hit him in the leg for 7 points of damage. That causes a critical.
Yes.
And 20 is cap, clean, no effect. He pretty much just ignores you. He is.
Well, I still took some damage, though. He's taking a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. Pretty much any shot anyone does to him at this point is going to cause a critical if he causes more than 3 points of damage. Which means he has about 12 hit points left if you want to do the math. At any rate, back to the bottom of the order. Moze, you may make your attack action now.
Oh. Anything special, although I could have, oh well, what are you going to do? Location, I guess.
You hit him in the leg for
10 damage.
9 points of damage, which causes a critical. 28 is another minor, it's a good slash, but it's not dropping him. If he was bleeder, he would be in deep shit.
Damn it.
Kevin, there's no flanking in Battlelords, so you move into position. Make 2 attacks. Try to remember what your 2-hit number was.
Both hits.
Okay, awesome sauce.
First one hits a 54 location, or 7.
It's a leg.
7. No, that's 54. It's abdomen. You sever its spine. It drops to the ground bonelessly, but not before you get the other attack in, which hits it in the
42.
abdomen again, which does a lot less damage. So its spine is severed, and it just kind of on its butt. It no longer has any sort of good defensive numbers. It can barely move. Next is Andrew. You can make an attack this round. Or this phase, excuse me. And in fact, you have to, because you declared you were going to with your talons. So make a talon attack on him.
Rolled 11.
You hit. Roll damage and location.
It is 10 points to the 27.
You hit him in the right leg. Another thigh wound, which causes another critical. It is in bad shape, but is still standing. Let's see here. Then it's the zombies. The one on the ground is trying to grab it, Moze. It's got a absolutely asinine number on this.
Doesn't it have a busted arm?
It has a busted arm. I gotta do the check. If I roll a 1, we'll talk. It grabs at your leg and you kind of just kick it off. That's not nearly as strong as it was a few seconds ago.
Does it
Almost
look like it's defensive
massive internal damage.
Ooh.
Curb
The
stomp.
one on Andrew, on the other hand, is in much better shape. It's got to roll an 80 or less to hit him. It rolls a 3.
Ouch. Feel the pain.
It causes 11 damage to Andrew's right leg. He punches you in the foot. Leg.
Point of order, isn't he much, much taller? So that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, he grabs a hold of you and then puts his heel right into the top of your foot with a bone-charring force. I have no idea what your armor threshold is, but it leaves a dent.
12.
It leaves a nothing. There is no mark. He hurt his foot, but fuck you, Andrew. I just thought I'd mention that. Screw you and your hippie freaking beyond the rift crap ways. Next is James. You've still got your roadblocker shotgun. You ejected the spent shell.
That I did. Here comes another one.
Same target.
I did not declare a call shot this time, so that definitely hits.
Okay.
In the 83 for 11.
11-9 because he is threshold.
My shells go through 2 points of threshold.
Oh, then 11 it is. That causes a critical hit. You blow a big chunk out of its right arm. It kind of starts to flop there uselessly. Except for this is the one that's been blown off the ship, so I can check on him.
So you shot the one with the 2 melee guys on it?
No, he shot the one that was trying to fight Andrew. It passes its system shock check, so it does not just fall down and die. But most of its arm is missing.
Alright.
Nick, make your attack.
This guy's never gonna die.
Every shot you hit him with now will cause a critical. You hit him. Roll location for critical.
94.
You remove
So.
his face.
Nice.
And you do a lot more damage. So
That's max damage.
It does not succeed in its system shock check. So its brain finally registers the whole "I'm dead" thing. And then it dies, slumping backwards to the ground with an audible thud. And this goes us on to phase 3, which only, let's see here. Moze, you can make an attack. It's lost every defensive adjustment it's had, so you've got like a plus 25, you have a plus 10 to hit it for it being immobile, and then, a plus 30 for it being prostate, so plus 40 total to hit it.
I'll just clear that anyway, because I don't think I can miss. Or I could. Well, now we actually have to. Okay, I failed by 5.
Okay.
Dude, you have a plus 40.
But he declared a called shot head.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
That's what I'm trying to ask here. If I miss by 5 and I have plus 40.
You missed.
You missed by 15 then.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm a little fuzzy on the target number. Anyway.
Clang as you have a perfect shot at his neck and your sword catches on the deck plate.
And
Kevin.
to be clear, I would not be looking at 91 plus 40. It would be
91 minus 40. Did you say? I thought I heard you say called shot head. You were
you're
gonna
fucking lost. Listen, stop. Okay. Well, to begin with, okay, are you saying that it lost all its defensive modifiers and then add 40 onto that?
Yes, you have a plus 40 to hit it, so it is really easy to hit.
Okay. And then called shot head is what again?
Called shot head is minus 50.
Minus 50 in general, even if they don't have any defensive numbers.
That is correct.
Jesus.
So that means you would have had to roll an 81 or lower.
You're minus 10 to decapitate him, basically.
Okay. I thought that was only if they had some capacity to defend themselves, so. You know.
He's still squirming on the ground. It's not like he's just laying there. He's thrashing with his one arm trying to get at your leg. So it's not. It's hard to miss, but you rolled really, really bad.
That's okay. I'm sure Kevin will kill it with gusto.
Kevin might have missed, or did Kevin not declare any called shots?
Can't hear you, Kevin.
Hello?
I
Hello?
didn't hear any called shots declared, Kevin. Did you?
No, there was no called shots.
Okay.
That's why I rolled location.
Okay. Critical hit on the first one. And 96. 96 is...
One of the head ones, I think.
It's a head one, obviously. Instant death critical. So, you jam... Well, it was dodging Moze's blow. Kevin pulls his head off to the side and just jams his light dagger into the eye socket and starts making little circular motions until it finally stops. You also attack with your second knife. I don't care what you do with that one. Jam it in his ear for all I care. It's dead. And the lightsaber pleasuring tool once again wins. Okay. So the 3 zombies are dead. They took a tremendous amount of punishment to kill, but they were all killed.
What the hell were those things?
They were. Men wants to look at them, sort of move the goof around, looking for lumps, sword.
Can I do a biology check on them?
All
Can I
right.
try to analyze them?
That,
It's like the one that I'm poking because, you know.
you take your sword and kind of dig through the guts and things. A lot of the blood and other stuff is congealed, but you don't know if that's normal for humans.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm
You are
trying.
aware that they shouldn't have taken nearly that much damage to kill. Like, you actually hit the guy in your face once with your sword, and his skull didn't just cave in, which was ridiculous. Andrew. Yeah, there's some good visible biology. Andrew, make your check.
I make it by 1 level.
1 level. They be seriously fucked up is about all you can really tell. This is something that is definitely weird. You haven't seen this before.
Do I feel it's a good idea to dispose of the corpses in some fashion? Like, would they get back up again?
You think that you poke through them for some extent and decide that while they're able to withstand a tremendously larger amount of punishment than your average person or being should be able to, they do have some hard limits. And it looks like, 2 of them were killed through traumatic brain injuries, and one of them, you notice, when you're listening to the after-action report, one of them had its spine severed, and that did stop its legs from working. And the other one just got shot so many times that it finally just reared up and died.
Mm. Hey there, sword guy. Why don't you chop these guys' heads off and we'll get moving?
All right.
All right.
There, problem solved.
Yeah, you decapitate all 3 of them. I mean, honestly, on 2 of them, it's kind of redundant because, Kevin more or less took his light dagger into both of them and jammed it in there and just started doing circles with it until, they're hollowed out like jack-o'-lanterns at this point. But the 3rd one you do decapitate, and as you decapitate it, you realize there was some minor effects going on there. The system wasn't entirely dead.
Well, at least they won't be getting back up trying to kill us.
Indeed.
All right, Ryan, I figured out my BS2 laser pistols are supposed to get 2 shots per fire segment.
All right, roll a d6. When you shoot like that, roll a d6. So on a 1, 2, 3, you hit them once. 4, 5, 6, you hit them twice, and then just randomly pick 2, and then you roll 2 random locations.
Okay.
Yeah. So that would have vastly helped your damage output. All right. So you're in the primary control room. There is some minor damage because you guys did a lot more of accurate shooting. You didn't miss a whole lot. You didn't take out too many consoles with stray shots. Nick did put a couple laser holes through one console's monitor, and that's about it, honestly. There's no other really major catastrophic damage.
Let's try to refrain from damaging the merchandise any further.
That's right.
What are you talking about? We found it that way.
May affect our bonus if they cannot salvage as much. So this is why I rely on old steel so often.
Well, it was reasonably effective. All right. So what are you guys looking at?
Disregard this roll, testing a macro.
Okay.
All right, so control center. All right, machine man, you're up again.
Okay, so what exactly do you guys want me to check out?
Well, let's find out what's going on here. What's the status of the ship?
Okay, I got a level 7 check. Successful.
All right. You start hacking through all the security protocols in the ship. The ship was apparently placed on some sort of a lockdown towards the end, so a lot of the security protocols are active, and you don't really have that much control. It'll take you hours to hack through the whole thing.
How about the engines and what rule would use to retrofire it away from the planet?
The engines are both marked. You're able to get a good solid read down to the engines, and they're both marked as being offline. Hard offline, not like one of them is not one of them is showing up a big cannot locate, and the other one is showing hard offline.
Okay, so these things have been manually disconnected. Or they're gone.
Well, we would notice, wouldn't we, if we came by a big giant hole where the edge used to be.
When you were flying by, you did take at least a cursory eyeball of it. You did not see... I mean, they're not small engines. It would have been a gaping hole. Basically, when they install the engines of these big ships, they're not designed to be removed. So the main propulsion units are enormous, and...
So they're there.
Yeah, you'd be amazed. It would be very interesting to see someone actually take the propulsion units out of one of these ships.
Are a lot of the security protocols in effect around the engines?
Strangely, no. Almost all the security protocols seem to be affected the center part of the ship where most of the crew was stationed. You are able to find some log files, and you bring up the most recent one of the man you just or the man that Kevin just eyeball flambéed. He said there very professionally, stuff and things. To whom it may concern, the ship has been invaded by an unknown hostile alien. We are trying to get the crew out successfully. However, anyone who is killed by it rises up again, and biological containment does not seem to be effective. Do not allow them to bite you. Unfortunately, we do not have the weapons and firepower to deal with them. We are trying to evacuate the ship. I will remain on board till the last and then escape with my remaining bridge officers.
So the men we just killed were officers?
Yes.
Did they have IDs on them that would give us better access to the ship?
You go through. The one was the captain. Since no one got a ass critical, you were able to pull all three of their wallets out. And the captain and the the captain and one of the officers is a damage control rating, so you have 2 access control cards for granting access to the systems.
One more question, Captain? Or I assume we have a captain in our group, right?
You have a second lieutenant in your group.
Lieutenant? What is your priority right now for our mission parameters?
Can't hear you.
What is your priority for our mission?
They couldn't hear me. Our original priority was to salvage, locate, and salvage.
Yeah. So do you want to put priority in trying to take over the ship or trying to divert the ship from hitting a planet?
We've got roughly 29 hours before the ship disintegrates orbit and goes into the planet, correct?
Yes. 29 hours before it hits the point of no return.
Okay, so priority 1 will be keeping the ship from going into the planet.
So that means getting the engines back online.
Correct.
All right.
Can we access the engines and repair them from the outside of the ship? Like, can I go outside and just walk on the surface of the ship to the engines and access them that way?
It looks like one of the NGC shafts leads right to 3 of the engineering control rooms.
The engines are armored and placed in basically enclosed areas to prevent external damage. There is certain types of repairs that can be performed on the hull of the ship. Most of the repair work is done on the interior.
Well, can we get any of the internal sensors online? Cameras, sensors, motion detection, life signs.
You click through, and there is no power to any of those systems. There's actually the main reactor seems to be offline. Andrew, when you put in the captain's data code, lots of systems start to come online and then immediately fail. You see damage controls popping up over where the main reactor and all the emergency reactors are. It looks like someone actually stripped out a number of the power leads going from that part of the ship to the other parts of the ship.
Okay, so looks like we're gonna have to get down there and reroute the power.